What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Motorhead YouTube channel. As you know, in the last episode on our F550, we did get all the body parts into primer. Now we need to get our cab into primer, but before we do that, we actually want to do some custom modifications, starting with these cab corners. Right here, we need to weld them up and bond them because we want it to be smooth. The factory did this because they had to put the roof on in pieces, but for us, the roof is already on, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna make it look clean. And also back here, we want to drill out this whole sheet right here and replace it with a flat one. That way, once we paint it all, it's all gonna be smooth and clean. So let's go ahead and head over to the steel store and get some materials. All right, so we have our sheet right here. This is gonna be perfect for the back, and it is pretty thick so it won't warp. So I'll catch you guys back at the shop. All right, so we're back at the shop. I'm gonna start with wire wheeling all these sections right here. Then when I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and start wire wheeling all the seam sealer off. And then we can go ahead and start drilling out this piece. Okay, so we got our back piece cut out. It was actually pretty easy. We were going to use this original piece right here, but we figured we could remake it better. As you can see, we have the piece right here. Now what we need to do is actually go ahead and measure this out and make a piece on paper, basically the piece that we want, and then we'll start implementing it into the CNC machine. V-Tune's setting it up right now. We finna have this bad boy cut out. All right, we got some CAD going on over here, some cardboard aided design. You know how we do it over here at Motorhead. What are you doing right now?
Okay, that's where our cab is going to start coming down. So we added 13 inches here.
And we did that because we actually want it to go in closer to the frame so it doesn't look as weird. You are just gonna have to stay tuned for our plans for the rear as far as covering the frame. But right now, once we get all this how we want it, we can get all the measurements and implement them into the computer, and we'll get a nice clean cut.
It needs to be 39 inches tall.
So are you going to put excess here and bend it down like factory?
Yeah. I'm going to try to make that bend right there. The double bend, I guess.
All right.
And then what I was thinking about, instead of making this inner structure right here, you see how this bend goes?
Yeah.
Once we make this bend, we can use the other sheet of that 11 gauge and just make it a double wall and put a couple of supports in there in between. So
Make
it'll be
it
like
super
that
strong.
thick, but it'll be double instead of just having that. Yeah.
That's gonna be perfect.
Yeah. And we'll put some supports inside it so it doesn't flex. Try to weld it real cold so it doesn't warp it.
I'm sure we can if we just
I think it's gonna look
do
real
it
good.
by sections. All right, so we got all our measurements. Now we're gonna put them into the computer. Vlad and Yuri are currently getting the piece, and we'll get it loaded up onto here and we'll be good to go. All right, so here's our design. Now we're ready to go ahead and start cutting this thing out. Let's do a test fit, boys?
Yeah, test fit.
All right, so we just did our first test fit. It's looking good. Now we need to put this thing onto here, and we're gonna go ahead and start bending out the windshield frame seam. All right, so we're moving along on this truck build. The progress is beautiful. What do you think? Will we get it welded tonight?
No, ain't no way. I mean, I might be able to tack it in, but no, because we still have to make this inner structure, which I'm on the fence about. I don't know if I should do an entire wall or just rebuild this piece. It'd be easier to just rebuild this piece.
I think just a piece, honestly. It'll hold it at the top, and then we're boxing the bottom.
Because here's the thing, this is 11 gauge, so it's pretty thick already. And I'm thinking if once we put this weather stripping, whatever guide rail that is, it's gonna make this really strong. And then, so here we'll just put like one piece right here or something.
Yeah.
That's already, dude. That's already overkill compared to what it was.
This brings back vibes of that E30 right there. We should show them.
Also check this out. We deleted that.
Oh yeah.
We said we were gonna do that, and we did that. So
That needs one more coat. This one's probably good to go.
Yeah,
Sand in front.
That's done. But it looks good. Hopefully that frame will clear our opening.
No, it will.
Yeah.
We know where it went down.
Well, we did have somebody cut our piece about a half-inch short. Not
Yeah.
gonna say who it was.
Well, this side's
We can
pretty
work
close.
with it. It gives us an area to weld, really.
Yeah, we're gonna put a gusset back there, and then probably box off this edge, just to make all this more rigid. Man, this rear end is gonna look so clean. Nothing on it. And then you can kind of get the idea of how we're going with the back. It's just gonna be smooth transition like that. It's gonna be nice. Definitely a good call to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I literally came up with this idea like this morning.
Yeah.
Or last night. Yeah, it was last night.
And then you just sent it.
Yeah, I mean, if we would have had all day to work on it, we would have got it done.
Oh yeah.
It's getting late. I'm getting tired.
I mean,
And it's a lot of work.
it fits in there pretty good. Press it up against it.
Yeah, once everything gets welded, it's gonna be perfect.
Oh yeah.
And the thing about this is, I'm actually just gonna paint this really nice red, and we're not gonna put nothing back here because I don't like that. This thing. Look.
What about our idea to do
Oh
the...
well, yeah, the speakers will go there. So
Yeah, we're thinking of building like a sound system back here.
I do not want to put that back in. That's not going in there.
Yeah, that's like...
There's no reason to have that in there now.
Plus it's the shape of the old panel. Old
Yeah.
panel's gone, so we don't need that.
No, this is gonna look really good, and then we'll build the speaker box, and it'll finish it off.
Yeah, because
We'll
we're
build
gonna
a
need some
slant.
tunes in this thing. It may be a nice head unit, you know, freshen up this whole
And
interior.
also, yeah, I was looking at some of the comments. There's like a couple people are saying to replace the steering wheel with a
The newer one?
newer model, so we'll definitely look
I'm
into
down
that.
to that.
Might even do the dash. I don't know.
I'm willing to bet we can go to a junkyard and find one.
Yeah. Because those that later model has the same body style.
Yeah. And I don't think it's really rare. We could find everything
Or
probably
we
for
can
a
just
good
paint
cheap
this
price.
one. We can just paint this bad boy.
Yeah, but I think newer styling will look good, you know? Feel better riding in it.
Yeah, but well, I mean, we're trying to keep the same truck too, though. You know.
He already cut off half the cab, and he's saying he wants to keep the same
I
truck.
mean, that's exactly. Already, we were losing a lot of the originality. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, but this is good change right here.
Yeah, this right here is gonna. Cause see, we're actually gonna do a headache rack, but this is way better because the headache rack would be more work, I think.
Yeah.
And
And the only reason we wanted the headache rack was to hide all that
exactly.
original panel,
Yeah,
so
because we really don't need a headache rack. It's not gonna be a flatbed truck, so
yeah.
it doesn't need a headache rack. I don't think so. It's not gonna haul anything.
It's gonna be made for hauling
Whoever buys
goosenecks.
it- Whoever buys it from me, they can haul whatever they want with it. But
You never know, it might be hauling this E30 or that E30 to a track.
Yeah, a gooseneck, a trailer. I'll pull a trailer with it, but you better not set nothing on my frame.
Oh, nah. Well, all right, what's the next step?
All right, next move is to go get something to eat. First of all, but no, we just need to pack it in. But I
Yeah.
honestly don't want to do anything.
I don't think we should tack it in because we still have to build that inside piece.
Well, that doesn't matter. I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. I'm just burned out for today. All right, so I decided I'm gonna go ahead and at least pack it in. That way it's in there because Dad has not seen this yet, and I want it to already be in there and fitted up when he comes in the morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and tack it up.
right, so we've got most of our panel welded up here, as you can see. The only thing I have left is about almost a foot section right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that off. While I'm welding that, Mark's gonna go ahead and get all this ready for body filler so we can fill it. And once he's about ready for filler here, I'll probably be done welding on that side. So it's gonna be easy to get everything done in one time. Yeah, so let's get started.
All right, let's get started.
Let's do it.
So this is all welded in. We're pretty much done here. We're ready for body work. That's gonna be tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and prep all this and throw down some body filler and hopefully get it in primer tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, guys. It's gonna be very exciting. We're moving along very quickly with this build. Hopefully we can get this cap painted next week. If you enjoyed this video, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what you think of the build. And also don't forget to follow us on Instagram at motorhead.co. And we do have merch. It's on vtune.com. I'll link it down below if you want to copy some and support your boys. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.